Hey everybody, welcome. It's me John, aka Nosey, and I'm here for a video. Yeah, this is kind of, you could call this a topical question. This has likely been asked many times by other people. I have sort of mentioned this here and there throughout the years of me collecting, but not quite in this format, as an actual full-on video discussion. So as you can see by the title page, I've been kind of thinking about this and recently, but it has been something that's preyed on my mind throughout the whole journey of me collecting these Transformers. This is asking more of the question of, how can I word this? When it comes to collecting, have you ever had problems with family and people you know finding out or knowing about buying toys as an adult and having a problem with it? So basically this is asking, and also kind of like, how did you go about it? Or did you just kind of just say, sod you, I'll do what I want? So when it comes to collecting toys, or not necessarily Transformers, could be anything, and a family member or a sibling or uncle, auntie, cousins or friends you used to know, have you ever come up against any problems of like people not taking you seriously because of you collecting? The whole point of this video is basically to just kind of like, how did people go about it, or have people just kind of just ignored what other people think and just simply move forward and just be happy with who they are? Because end of the day, we all know these are mostly toys. The target audience is usually for young children. We understand that. However, we collectors, or us people that collect, adult collectors, we also have kind of like this nostalgic thought process of the past when we was kids. And I only started collecting back when I was about 17, 18. It was around about the time of Transformers Animated first airing. That was Transformers Animated was airing on Cartoon Network at the time, and the very first live action Transformers movie just got announced for release. So this was like this was about 07, 06, 07. And I bought my very first Transformer, which was a little Legends class animated Prowl, sorry. And that was kind of where it all kind of snowblowed, if you want to call it that. It all went kind of, that's where it started. That was the start. I bought a little figure, and then I started making my little videos on YouTube. My channel started, my original channel, that as it were. And that's where it all started from there. And even though my mum, when I kind of started buying toys and she started noticing, she was like, what are you spending your money on toys for? Yeah, you're a bit too old. But my mum, end of the day, even though my mum said that, she kind of left me to myself. She actually used to watch some of my YouTube videos. For some reason, they used to randomly pop up, my YouTube videos, now and again. They would just like randomly pop up on the YouTube app on the TV. And there's been times where in the past, where I could hear my own voice in the back of my head, and I thought, am I going delusional or something? And I'd wake up, and I can hear a video that I literally uploaded literally the day before, and my mum's literally watching me do a video. And I come downstairs and my mum's like, I knew you did your videos, but I didn't know they were pretty good. You come over well and all this, that and the other. So my mum kind of like, she knew that through this, it was encouraging me to open up more, so she could see that side of it. However, my dad, he still is very vocal about me collecting toys. My dad has never liked me. He thinks I'm wasting my money. And he is very old-fashioned in the ways that he comes over. He's very old-fashioned is that once you get to a certain age, you no longer play with toys. You are now an adult and you do adult things. And that's my dad's mindset. And I'm pretty sure there's many people out there with an older generational parent out there from a certain time period where that was the norm. Once you're over a certain age, you don't play with toys anymore. You get into other things. Or you just move on. You leave your childhood in the past. That's the past. So my dad's always been on my case about either getting rid of stuff, constantly telling, not constantly, but he brings it up a lot. He doesn't like all this in here. He doesn't like all my collection. He doesn't like me buying toys. Every time I bring something new in or something comes through the mail, he's hounding me for it. If I go to TF Nation, he's like, I hope you haven't bought anything else. And I'm like, well, I have, but I've not bought much. And he's constantly hounding me whenever something arrives at the house, or whenever something arrives at the house, and then other people start chiming in, like other people might start chiming in, and also some of the family as well on my dad's side know about it. Obviously family on both my parents' side knew about me buying toys and doing my YouTube videos. They had an inkling, but I don't think they've ever really looked into it. But yet they knew I was very geeky, nerdy, if you will. There has been an instance on my dad's side of the family. I had a cousin who I think he somehow must have stumbled upon my YouTube channel or something, but he openly on Facebook, for family and everyone to see, called me a weirdo B. And I'm gonna censor, obviously, me saying B. Obviously, you can make up your mind exactly what that word was. And this is one of my cousins, and he's calling me a fat weirdo B, because of what I do and my hobbies. Right in front of family on Facebook, literally just not private, literally everyone can see. So that was a thing, and basically what happened was my dad got a phone call and he found out, and my dad literally almost flipped a new one, even though my dad has problems with me doing this. But yet he was like, end of the day, my dad did have my corner for that. But yeah, so I've had a family member, one of my cousins, call me out because of my hobbies and interests. There was also issue with there was also a problem with some I call them, I don't know what I call them now. They're no longer really friends because I don't see them much anymore. But there were kids that I used to know from school, and we grew up together. We used to hang out. They used to come to mine. I used to go to their house. They were kind of just like school friends, and there were like mutual friends that I knew through Sam, and they found out. They actually discovered my YouTube channel. I don't know who exactly. I think somebody showed them my YouTube channel, but I have a feeling I don't know whether somebody just stumbled upon it or if somebody accidentally mentioned about it and they just went the next step. I got I think one of them subscribed to my channel, and even though it was one of those bogus channels with no videos on it at all, and I didn't get like any bad comments from it, but it was like a bogus YouTube channel that they'd set up just to basically keep an eye on what I'm doing on YouTube. And whenever I did see them, I noticed they were starting to kind of be a little bit weird around me, and they were like behind my back. They were kind of like just spontaneously laughing every time they saw me, or it just felt a bit off. It was like, this isn't normal. And there was a couple of instances where they basically kind of like said to my face about, do you buy toys and this, that, and the other? Do you buy toys, and do you still do YouTube videos? And then they'd start sniggering and everything. You could kind of see this as it was just them having a joke about, but it wasn't. There was more to it. They actually saw it as kind of like, you're a sad twat kind of mentality towards it. So so I've had my fair share of problems. I've also had a lot of trolling as well on my videos over the years. Although I will say the trolling side has subsided a lot now. I don't seem to get hounded or I don't get any bogus trolling as much as I did when I was first starting out on YouTube. But I think, to be honest with you, a majority of people will have the same problem, especially those that have been doing YouTube videos. But some people have this mindset where they're probably very quick-witted, and they have this mindset where somebody hounds them, they have a really great comeback. But with me in the past, I've suffered with mental health issues with my physical appearance and anxieties and stuff. So it did cause problems for me. The fact that I had issues within the family, also basically being constantly told about, this sort of thing from my dad, getting comments, and then certain people I used to know at school that were friends no longer want to be, they don't want to associate with me because they think I'm that weird for doing what I do. At the end of the day, people collect things. In a way, this is the thing, when it comes to collecting, a lot of that there's a bit of a stigma to the word collecting, because in a way, no matter what you do, whether you are a fan of films, whether you're a fan of video games, whether you're a fan of books, comic books, whatever it may be, it could be anything. If you are a fan of something and you buy into that thing, that means you are collecting it. You are absorbing yourself into whatever that is. So wherever you are, whether it's toys or something completely different, it doesn't matter. You are technically a geek for doing it. But yet, calling me a geek, I embrace that term. I am a geek. I am a nerd. I embrace that. I have always been very geek-minded, very geek-conscious. Everything that is geeky, I've always had a love and interest for. And also, what this is, people on the outside looking in won't really fully understand. People that don't collect toys, looking in from the outside, will not understand what the hell I'm doing. Why a 35-year-old man who should really be buying this or doing other stuff, it doesn't matter. Even though these toys mostly are produced for kids. We understand that. But end of the day, just because the demographic target audience is that age, it doesn't mean people that are older can't enjoy them as well. This is the problem with today, that the psychology around things of like the psychology around society when it comes to people that are a fan of something, or a TV series or a cartoon, I still watch cartoons as well. I love my animation, and I will forever until the day I die, I will be watching animation no matter what age I am, because I just love it. It's just anything that within the confines of entertainment is for everybody. The term entertainment is for everybody. Toys are for everybody. As obviously for kids, but anybody can enjoy them, including myself, anybody my age or older. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video, and if anybody would like to make a response, you are more than welcome. But at the end of the day, if people don't want to respond, or they don't want to open up too much about any negativity or bring up any old buried wounds from the past, then I completely understand that. I don't want to open up anything that might cause a bit of problem or anxiety. But the whole point of this is just to open up, to know that you are, if anybody is currently going through situations, or have been in situations like this in the past, or are currently still having problems, then this is a video. The reason why I'm making this video is basically just to say you are not on your own. You're not on your own. You're not on your own. Many people, including myself, have come up against a lot of barriers throughout the YouTube journey, and also the collecting side of it. I don't collect as vigorously as certain people. I have a pretty small collection, really. I'm not a completist collector either. I've always gone with the mindset is, I just buy whatever I like, or if it's I don't know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, for instance, or anything that I was a fan of as a kid. It doesn't necessarily have to be Transformers, it could be anything. I'll quite happily pay my money over. I work hard for my money, and it's up to me what I buy with it. It's nobody else's business. But unfortunately, society has other ways of saying otherwise, unfortunately. But I've come out the other end of it. Even though I've had negativity around the beginning of me starting my YouTube channel, I've had issues within the family with it, and also both my parents. Even though my mum was more supporting of what I do, my dad has always been very against it. He can't see past what I do and why I buy or do this. But yeah, there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoy the video. Take care of yourselves, and if you do respond, I will very much be looking forward to any responses if anybody wishes to. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye for now, and I shall hopefully be back very soon with more videos. But bye bye.